So Lando Norris himself had a strong 2022 season, although McLaren didn't have the best season as a team, going backwards from where they were in 2021. And now Andreas Seidl, who's leaving McLaren for Sauber, has made a revelation on Norris, and Norris has also given his verdict on following Seidl. But before we begin, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1, and there'll be a link in the description. So while McLaren's 2022 season ended much better than what it started, the year wasn't quite what I was expecting. Given the strong 2021 season they had, including picking up a race win, I thought this would be a foundation to help the team achieve more in 2022. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to fight for the title, but I did think they'd be on the podium much more often and perhaps pick up a couple of wins during the year. But they only picked up one podium, got no wins, and ended up 5th in the constructors' standings behind Alpine. Now in 2022 the cars were completely changed due to new regulations, and whilst on occasion the MCL36 showed promise, there is a lot of work the team need to do going forward. But there are some big infrastructure improvements being made at the team, with a new wind tunnel scheduled to come online next year and play a big role in development of McLaren's 2024 car. Now Brown says it could take 2 years for McLaren to be more competitive, and on top of that, he explained how McLaren can build off the 2022 season. He told McLaren's official website, "Even though everyone's kind of on an equal playing field at most teams from an annual expenditure standpoint, a handful of teams have come in with a better technology infrastructure, which we're catching up on and some other teams are, so I think that will need to happen." And then any time you have new regulations that come out like it did, someone gets it right and someone gets it wrong. And then what ends up happening is everyone sees who got it right and they gravitate towards what they've seen. You know, kind of what works from an aerodynamic point of view. Now whilst it's clear McLaren have a direction going forward, it looks like 2023 will be another year where the team are fighting in the midfield. But I feel next year the team need to at least finish 4th in the constructors' standings as well as pick up a few podiums, as I think this will help ensure they have a good foundation to build on when the new wind tunnel comes into play. Now as we know, the team principals recently had their own silly season, with one of the moves seeing Andreas Seidl leave McLaren to become Sauber CEO ahead of Audi's entry in 2026. Now when there's a high profile move, a period of gardening leave is often taken to ensure the team member can't take current and future information with them to their new team. But this wasn't the case here, with it deemed not necessary by Brown. He was quoted by Racing News 365 as saying, "As far as gardening leave, Andreas and I have a great relationship. I know a lot of teams play the gardening leave card, but I think as we've demonstrated at McLaren, there are ways to dissolve relationships." Now given McLaren have big things coming, Martin Brundle recently pointed out that Norris may be wondering why Seidl would want to move on. And when you look at Audi, I think they'd want a driver to lead the project, like Max Verstappen does at Red Bull for example. And with Audi coming into the sport in 2026 and Norris's contract expiring in 2025, he could be the perfect target as he'll be in the market as a manufacturer enters F1. Now Norris himself had a strong 2022 season, finishing a best of the rest 7th place in the Drivers' Championship despite McLaren finishing behind Alpine in the Constructors in 5th. And it's clear Seidl's impressed with Norris, praising his efforts in 2022. He was quoted by Racing News 365 as saying, "He clearly made another step. If I see how he's approaching the weekends, how he's pulling off the qualifying sessions, how he's pulling off the races, it's just impressive, knowing that he's only in his 4th year of Formula 1. So it's clear Seidl rates Norris extremely highly, and Norris has made no secret that while he has faith in McLaren, he wants to be fighting at the front. Speaking about if he'll remain at McLaren, he said, "It depends. If we get to a point where we're competitive and we're winning races and so on, then I see absolutely no reason why not. At the moment, there's nothing more I would love than to stay with McLaren, and keep progressing and keep trying to improve and achieve that. But at the same time I do want to win races and go for championships and stuff." Now I do feel it would have been painful that in 2021 Lando got a taste of podiums as well as a couple of opportunities to fight for poles and wins, and in 2022 the team just went backwards. But while he hasn't ruled out leaving the team in the future, I do feel he'll give them another couple of years to see if with the upgraded facilities they can get closer to the front. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.